Record, you're streaming, now we're streaming. Good afternoon and welcome to Badger Stadium. This is Snow TV bringing you the broadcast of this Snow College football game against Eastern Arizona. Eastern Arizona right now is in fourth place in the conference and looking to beat Snow College. Gonna have a good one. I'm Jeff Brinton, joined with none other than Matt Pellegrini. That's a mouthful for that last name. Well, looks like we've won the toss and the Badgers will receive to start this half. Matt, what are we looking for to get a win tonight or today?
You know, I think that we need to really focus on our defense. We're actually top in our conference for points allowed. So if our defense plays very well today, I think that we could win by a sizable margin.
Good work. As you saw there, the kickoff went out of bounds. That will be a flag, and the Badgers will have great field position to start off this game. The Badger offense coming out pretty strong. Last week they beat New Mexico Military of a large score of 51-3. So Alex Caressa will start this game. They're all spread out in the gun. Alex Caressa hasn't been able to really dial in the passing, but he is a great athletic player. Caressa takes the snap. He's looking. He finds some time. He scrambles out to the left side. He's going. He's at the 40. He picks up a first down before he scrambles out of bounds. Great pickup by Alex Caressa. It's a 10-yard gain and a first down. Looks like they mark him short by about a half yard.
Maybe even inches.
Maybe even inches. So it sets up a second down and a yard, we can say. Caressa sends him in motion, lives a little shovel pass inside, and the outside's open. Picks up the first down. That is number 39 for the Snow Badgers, Darryl Milburn. Darryl Milburn is out of Baltimore, so coming a long way from Baltimore to play here at Snow College.
We got to run off one camera.
What was that?
We got to run off one camera.
What?
We're running off one camera right now.
Why is that?
Watch this. Watch it. So we got to run off one. Because we can't use that. We can't broadcast that.
Caressa steps back in the pocket and is sacked, but there's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be called on Arizona for maybe a late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll wait for the official's call. Looks like it's going to be against the Badgers. That was an unsportsmanlike on the offense, and
I believe it was on the offensive line.
On the offensive line. Sets up for a nice hefty second down and about 29 yards.
A lot.
Matt, what would you do if you're the coach? What kind of play would you run right here on second down?
I'd punt it.
I'd punt it.
No. It's going to be interesting to see.
Badgers run a little screen pass, which is great to pick up the yards. That was a catch by number 6, Jonah Trideman, for a good pickup to make it a little bit more manageable third down. It's going to be third down in about 21, so they picked up a good 8 yards on that one.
You know, it's interesting that you say that he hasn't started, or his passing isn't as great as it could be. We actually have more passing yards this season than we do rushing.
Ah, that's a good stat. I guess Matt is
1,473.
Oh, wow. So, Caressa set up in the pistol, sends in motion number 9, Stephen Shepard. Caressa lines up for number 6 and overthrows him. It was a good pass, but just overthrew him a little bit. Carissa had time in the pocket. The O-line did hold up, but this makes it for a nice 4th down and 21. Not the greatest way to start your drive.
Not the best. Number 6 was open, though, if the pass it was a bit overthrown.
The bad news for the Badgers there is they started this drive on the 40-yard line, or the 35, I believe, and sure enough, they gained a few yards, and now they're going to have to punt with 13:24 left on the clock.
This is an interesting punt strategy.
Thomas gets a nice rugby-style kick and a great Badger bounce, and it rolls down all the way to about the 12-yard line is where the ref threw his little hacky sack. And this is when the Badger defense will come out. How has the Badger defense been this year, Matthew?
They've been great. We are actually leading the league our conference in defense. We've allowed 90 points this season with an average of 15 a game. So we'll see if they can hold that up here against Eastern Arizona College.
Funny statistic there, Matthew. It looks like you told me earlier that the second person of points allowed is at 190 points. That's a big difference. The only bad thing is that it seems like as soon as the Badgers go on the road, they only allow anywhere from 3 to 6 points. And here at home, they've allowed a few more. But last week, they were on the road and only allowed 3 points for the New Mexico Military. And the week before, when they played Phoenix College here at home, they only allowed 6 points. So the defense in the last few weeks has played strong, and they're out here. The running back for Arizona, number 3, gets a nice little pickup. That's Nooney DeMarcus with a 2-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. So how is this Arizona team doing this year, Matthew?
Offensively?
Yes, offensively.
They are ranked 2nd in our conference with 23 touchdowns. They've scored 170 points. So they're actually doing fairly decent. They, with a fumble on the play, that is one of their weaknesses. I was reading up on their statistics. They have a lot of turnovers, and I think that's where their problem is.
Well, it looks like the Badgers will try to capitalize on that then and get some turnovers. Fumbled snap by the quarterback, number 1, Dixon Ram. He just had a missed communication there with the center. So it's going to be about 3rd down and 9 from the Arizona 18.
The Badgers can hold them right here. We're going to have great field position on the start of our next
They run the
drive.
option outside. Doesn't pitch it. Great defense by number 10 by the Badgers. That is Maulua Tafua. Feels great. Set up and made a great tackle on the quarterback. And as Matthew said, we will have great position on this one as returning for the Badgers, number 23, Ferguson, is at our own 47-yard line. So it looks like the Badgers will start this drive with great field position. Not a great punt, and fielded anyways, and tackled by a swarm of Arizona players, and they will mark him at the 48, the Badger 48. So all in all, the Badgers do have great field position. What are you looking for right now, Matt, as the Badgers come out on offense? As you saw in the first drive, they didn't do too hot.
Something I think that they can improve on, the Badgers, is I think that they need to run the ball. We seem to be passing the ball a lot early in the first quarter. To establish that run game, I think would help them open up the pass.
That's good. That's very true. It seems like the Badgers, as soon as they get those O-linemen running downfield, they play a lot better. Caressa in the pistol, hands off to number 39, right up the gut. And so looks like Daryl Milburn will get a pickup of about 4 yards. Matthew, it looks like you got what you wanted. The Badgers come out running on that one, just a straight dive from the pistol.
I'm not saying that I'd be a great coach, but
well, it looks like the Badgers better watch out. Brittmon better watch out, because Matthew Pellegrini's ready to become a coach.
I think if they could continue this, they'll score easily this drive.
Caressa in the pistol again with number 39, Daryl Milburn, behind him. Weird to see Milburn in. He hasn't played a whole lot this year. Usually it's Hamilton, but great play by Alex Caressa on the option. Barely pulled it out in time and got around the edge, and Caressa picks up about another 5 yards. So it looks like it's going to be about third down and... No, they mark him out a little bit farther, so it's going to be about third down and 1.
He tricked me on that play. I thought the running back had the ball.
I think he tricked everyone. The Arizona defense bit down on the running back, who was Milburn, and Caressa just pulled it just in time to get out to the edge. Milburn and Caressa in the shotgun, sends Tui in motion, sends him back the other way. Little handoff to Milburn, and it looks like he picks up just enough. The first initial contact looked like the Badgers weren't going to pick up that first down, but just looks like Milburn gave a little bit of extra boost to get the first down. Great running play.
I'll tell you what, I think right now is a great time for a pass. When the Badgers, they ran the ball 4 consecutive plays in a row. We'll see what they do.
As Milburn comes out, Shepard stands in the shotgun with Caressa. And you got what you want, Matt. Just a little slant crossing pattern to number 12. That's Jeff Ginalfi, who's usually a go-to target for Caressa. Thrown behind him a little bit in that slant and just drops it.
I think he felt the pressure. I think the defense got in on him. He had to let it go a little bit earlier than he wanted to.
It was actually almost picked by number 16 for Arizona, McKellen Jamario. Close to getting picked off. Caressa spreading out the offense. He's in the gun. He's solo.
It looks like the Eastern Arizona College
has enough time, and he throws it up there to number 6. Oh, my goodness. Jonah Trineman almost had that catch, but like I said, number 16 playing some great defense. McClellan Jamario getting in there to break that pass up.
Great defense by Eastern Arizona College on that play. Number 6 had him beat, but he never gave up, and then he got his hand right in on there on the ball.
Great defense by Arizona Western, showing it off just a little bit. It's kind of different how you see that. Third down and 10 now, as the Badgers have chose to throw the ball. Looks like Arizona is showing a blitz, but then coming off. Caressa in the gun, throws a nice pass. Beautiful, beautiful pass right in the middle, right between the defense. That's number 81 for the Badgers, Dalton Frackrell.
It's a great pickup by the Badgers right there. Starting to get their passing game going as well. We're starting to move down the field.
That was a huge third down conversion for the Badgers, as it looked like they might have had to gone for it on fourth down because they were in that no-go zone to where they should go for it, or maybe they would punt. But right now, Caressa in the shotgun with number 31. That's Louis Hamilton. And Caressa with plenty of time. The O-line giving him all day. And he finds Louis Hamilton in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
Great play. Great play. He felt the pressure, but afterwards rolled out, kept calm, and just threw it down to the touchdown.
That was great pocket presence by Alex Caressa. Stayed in the pocket for a good few seconds, and the O-line was giving him great time. And then as soon as it collapsed, he found his way to the outside and found Hamilton just beating the defense.
Exactly. That was...
So as the Badgers score a touchdown, the kicking team comes on for the extra point, and it is good. So the Badgers take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter with 9:18 left in this first quarter.
This is a great drive by the Badgers. We'll see what they can do, come out on defense now, see if they can stop them again.
Yeah, I think it had to do with that great field position by the Badgers.
Yeah.
Starting at their own 48 and then coming out just running the ball, and with not Louis Hamilton but Milburn, which is a changeup. Maybe that's what got Arizona Eastern a little confused. My bad.
Exactly. We'll see what kind of field position the kicker can set him up in here this time.
Is Connor McCrae teeing up the ball? Connor McCrae comes out of Arizona himself. He's from Peoria, Arizona, and he went to Liberty High School. He's done well for the Badgers this year, kicking. His kick's up. It's a shorter kick, only to the 20-yard line. Number 11 for Eastern Arizona fields it, and he is tackled quickly. That was Sparrow Mike. Great names for Eastern Arizona today. But it looks like Eastern Arizona will take the field now.
Yeah, just put the camera away.
Looks like the defensive
Yeah, if you want to stick around for the
Badgers are back at it.
That was a great tackle by Bloomfield Leva.
So number 1, Dixon Ram, takes the field again under center, sending number 11 in motion. Another fumbled snap. So looks like Eastern Arizona.
They've been struggling with the turnovers all season. It's just a matter of time today until we get one, until we get the first one.
Well, that was number 74. Santiago Logan is the center, and him and Raim are just not finding that connection. I'm very surprised. It seems like they would take at least more than 100 snaps a week together. I don't know what's going on.
I saw them practicing before the game. They were fumbling as well.
Okay.
Before they were even in the game.
Well, maybe we could check into that, see if number 74, Santiago Logan, is an actual starter or if he is coming in for an injured player. I don't know. I just don't. We're halfway through the season. You shouldn't make those kind of plays. But right there, Arizona Eastern runs it down the middle on the option and just gave it straight away for a pickup about 1 yard. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's interesting, the formation that they're running, the wing T.
Wing T.
Very interesting formation for a college level program.
Yeah, I haven't seen many teams run it, but it looks like Eastern Arizona likes to run a little option. Another fumble. Number 3, all he can do is just jump on it, and they lose a bunch of yards, so it looks like.
That's the 3rd fumble in the first 7 minutes.
This is exactly how New Mexico was playing.
So, looks like Eastern Arizona will have to punt here from their own end zone once again. Number 17, that is Pierre Nort Nathan, about from the 4-yard line. That punt is up and good and high. Faircott caught at about the 41-yard line. 42 they'll mark it. So again, Snow College is going to have great field position coming out to start this this drive with only 7:28 left in the quarter.
You know, we'll see what they come out. It's going to be interesting to see what they do at the beginning of this drive right now. They struggled a little bit with the passing, but that's how they scored last drive. They were much more dominant with the run, so we'll see what happens.
Lots of motion going on for the Badgers right now. When they run this play, they usually run to that side that they overload, and they do it again. Great play. That's Milburn again, right up the gut. But in late comes a flag. I would imagine that's going to be holding on the offense. We'll see what the ref calls.
It's right around the line.
So great play by the Badgers there. They just run right down the gut again. They overloaded that side and went up the middle. So it's not a holding on the Badger. That's a personal foul on the face mask. Number 48 for Eastern Arizona, that is Asade Sean, sorry. He got a little bit of hands in the face mask, and the Badgers have even better position right now. Steven Shepard in the pistol with Alex Caressa. Kind of overloaded to the right. The same play. Uh-oh. A little bit of flea flicker action. Caressa to number 12. And number 13 for Eastern Arizona. Looks like he was getting a little pushy. That's Hall Corey, but he does not get called. That pass was intended for number 12, Jeff Janolfi. Again, another big target for Alex Caressa.
That was a great play.
Looked like they were.
I agree with you how he got a little bit touchy. I feel like he pushed the player down at the end of the play.
And it looks like some of the Badger fans are not happy, giving nice boos. This is something different that you haven't seen much, but today you've seen it a lot. Alex Caress in the shotgun, all spread out. 5 receivers out. Oh, then he shifts it in. That's number 9, Steven Shepard. Gets the little handoff. Steven Shepard looking for room. He can't find anything. He barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it looks like it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Badgers. They tried the big flea flicker, but didn't play out, and then this run was kind of snuffed out by the Eastern Arizona defense.
And, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Right here, they could run the ball, get short yards, and then still go for it. It's right in the zone where you don't want to kick a field goal or you don't want to punt.
Right,
you're
right there where you're not 100% sure where McCray can kick that from there, but we'll see what they do. Just try to pick up a few yards, and they could maybe get into field goal range. Caressa in the pocket, finding time, rolling out. He's going to shoot for a target, number 85 for the Badgers. That's Alonzo Simpson, incomplete. And it looks like
they're sending out.
The Badgers are going to bring out the punter. Also, the punter, backup quarterback Thomas Jewell. Thomas Jewell is from Pocatello, Idaho. So
that's interesting. A backup punter, a punter who's a backup quarterback.
That's right. Something that's really fun is to watch the Badgers when they run this little kind of rugby-style kick. Not from this far, clearly. 10 yards is a lot, but they can run it. But, yeah, good punt by Jewell there. They'll mark that at the 15-yard line.
The Badger defense has really dominated these 2 first possessions of Eastern Arizona College. We'll see what happens, see if they can continue that.
Well, let's hope so. The Badgers only lead 7-0 right now with 6:17 left in this first quarter. 1st down and 10 for Eastern Arizona. And, of course, Rame is under center once again in that formation that they have. It looks like they're in kind of a weird set eye back. I don't know what you would call that. Gives the dive. And sure enough, he was hit at the original line of scrimmage by number 10, Tufa, but just an extra effort there by the running back, and he picks up a solid 5 yards.
It looked like they hadn't ran that a lot because the quarterback and the running back actually ran into each other on that play. I'm surprised by how many yards they got.
Eastern Arizona is not looking good right now on the offense, as Matt just mentioned. But I don't know, it's just they had this weird eye setback on that last one, and here's kind of split eye. Offset split eye, kind of. Another dive right up the gut. That's number 2, Williamson Phillip.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the first down for the Eastern Arizona College today.
That is true. Good find, Matt.
On their 3rd possession.
That's 10 minutes into the game. They pick up their 1st down. They've had 3 possessions. Now this is underway. So another dive. They run the same play 3 times in a row, but it looks like the Badgers are snuffing that one out, and it's a pickup of about 1.
Yeah, we were finally able to stop that. It was very interesting.
Yeah, because we couldn't get it to work, so we just grabbed that. Yeah. Okay. No.
So Ream is under center again. The same play, but he pulls it out, and this time he loses yards. A swarm of Badgers there to stop him. First one there on the initial contact was number 23, Ferguson. So the Badger defense, after giving a few yards, have settled things down, and it's going to be about 3rd down and 9 for Eastern Arizona.
That's something really important to note is that when they first came out, they couldn't stop that play. They ran it 3 times in a row, and now the Badger defense, they've adjusted, and they're able to stop it.
Brett Mon calling the defense for the Badgers. Looks like he's found something right now. The Badgers are in there tight, maybe looking to blitz on 3rd down. And they bring a few. He steps back in the pass. He gives a great ball over the middle ream to number 23, Green Anthony. Sorry, correction, 22, Shatavius Lowe. And that will be 4th down for Eastern Arizona, and it looks like they will be punting. Let's hope they're punting because they're deep in their own territory.
The Badger defense is going to allow us, the Badger offense, some very good field position again for a 3rd time today.
Fielded by the Badgers, and great coverage by Eastern Arizona. That was number 81, Hunter Udall. He just got in there and made a good tackle, didn't let go of our own Badger, number 23, Ferguson. So looks like the Badgers are going to take it from their own 39. No, that's the 34-yard line. Little fun stat coming into this one. 2 games left in the regular season for the Badgers, and they are tied for first place with Scottsdale and Arizona Western. Fun little fact there. And we'll talk a little bit more of that after this play. Caressa sending in motion number 6, Jonathan Trineman, and he throws to that motion man, Trineman. Great blocking on the outside by the receivers, and Trineman picks up a solid 7 yards, 6 to 7, 7 yards on the play, so great play there. So as we were saying, what happened, as we remember a few weeks ago, the Badgers were down big against Scottsdale, and then in the second half came back and almost won it, fumbled it on the 1-yard line to lose, and then beating Arizona Western big here at home, and then Scottsdale beat Arizona Western, so kind of a 3-way tie for first right now, but the Badgers have to win out to look for a home field advantage in the playoffs. Caressa out to the motion man, number 85. Great catch and run. Looks like he gets the first down there. That's Alonzo Simpson on the catch.
You know, it's very interesting how you said there. We're in a 3-way tie in our conference right now. Also in the top 20 poll of the nation. We're at number 7. Scottsdale's at number 6. And Arizona Western is at number 9.
So can you imagine that? 3 teams from our own conference in the national polls. So Caressa in the pistol. Out. Good pass to number 8. Right to his hands. That was Chris Copier, but just dropped it. What happened there? Why did Copier drop that pass?
I think that you can't blame it. It hit his hands. It was a very quick pass, though. The pass was thrown at a very high velocity. But, you know, he'll come out next time. We'll see how he does next time.
That is. Looks like Caressa once again in the spread offense. Maybe going to shoot one deep once again. Steps up, good pocket protection for Caressa, finding time. Ooh, great thread the needle pass. That was to number 20, Jake Trujillo. Little stat on Jake Trujillo coming out of Roy High, my alma mater. Me and Jake Trujillo played together our senior year. They moved him. He used to play running back, but coming here to Snow College, transferred from Dixie. He's been playing here at the wide receiver spot and playing pretty well.
Yes, so why aren't you out there, Jeff?
I'm not good enough, Matt. Have you seen those linemen, how big they are? I'm fat, but not that good. So looks like Caressa's in the pistol. Gives the handoff. Little draw play. Looks really slow to me, Matt, how everything developed. Really, really slow, but
what happened there was it was a counter play. The lineman was leading him. No one knew where the running back was because the lineman is so big.
Oh, wow. So looks like the Badgers pick up 5 there. 2nd down and 5. Looks like Steven Shepard is back in the game and ran that for 5 yards. Looks like the helmet of number 3 came off. Usually a rule in the league, if your helmet comes off, you must sit a play.
That's all the way to the Division I, though.
Division I.
Which I think is interesting. This is the first year that it's, or the second year
that it's come into effect.
Come into play.
Play action to Shepard. Caressa putting a play out to number 6, Jonathan Trineman, but Trineman just not being able to make the catch. And Alex Caressa kind of left his receiver out there to hang out to dry, and he got drilled. But looks like Alex Caressa's putting the ball on the money today. It just, I don't know, those receivers maybe dropping them. Maybe they're a little bit behind. Kind of a little bit of both. Looks like they need to.
It kind of looks like they haven't had very much time together to develop.
Well, let's see what they do here. Alex Caressa in the pistol. He moves over. He's in the gun with Steven Shepard. Great blocking by the old line. All day to throw right down the middle to the tight end. That's number 81. He's on his feet. He's going. Breaking a handful of tackles. That's Dalton Thackrell picking up big yardage there for the Badgers. Maybe just being tackled at the 30-yard line. He ends up getting down all the way down to the 10.
The initial contact was near the 30-yard line. That is an amazing statistic to have.
That's yards after contact, big time. Another running play, and that's Steven Shepard up the middle, and he picks up about 4 and tackled by a swarm of Eastern Arizona players. So about a 5-yard pickup, second down and goal from the 5. What would you like to see the offense call right here?
You know, I really liked that play that they scored on the first touchdown, that little play action pass to the left side. But I think that's a great play to run right now. You're second down and goal. You're on the 5-yard line.
Okay.
You know, take a chance at the play action pass.
For me, I like the bootleg because Alex Caressa can run, but they give it right down the middle. That's a fumble by the Badgers and picked up by Eastern Arizona. Bad handoff between Caressa and number 30. That is Moores. Just drops the ball. There could have been a touchdown there, and Eastern Arizona comes out with a ball.
There is an injury on the field. Eastern Arizona player down in the end zone.
I can't make out a number there. Can you, Matt?
I think that it's I think it's 9.
9?
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well, number 9 for the defense is Marcus Gaddy. And
it is 9.
Yeah, it is 9. He gets up. He's walking off the field under his own power, but looks like he'll be okay, doing a nice little jog off the field.
You know, it was the first mistake by Snow College today on the offensive side of the ball. It does put the defense in great position at the 5-yard line. We have to look up here at the good sides.
I guess that is true. The defense comes out looking for another stop. They haven't allowed much. I think the total of 2 first downs in this whole first quarter. 1:26 left to go. First down and 10 for Eastern Arizona. And once again, number 1, Ream is under center. So the give to number 5 right up the middle. That's Jefferson with a 3-yard pickup. So second down and 7 to go for Eastern Arizona.
You know, it's interesting. Eastern Arizona College, they've been running the ball a lot. The one pass play that they did, they beat Snow College. It was just an overthrown pass, so we'll see what happens this drive.
They give right up the middle again, that same play. Oh no, the quarterback kept it on that one, but Snow College wasn't letting it go anywhere. That was number 23 for Snow College, Ferguson. Just playing his spot, playing defense, and making a great play. And it looks like they lost a yard on the play, so it'll be third down and 8 to go. Or they mark it third down and 7. Looks like this first quarter will expire. Well, no, they're going to have to run a play with this play clock. So it'll be great. Looks like the Badgers are going to probably get the ball to start the second quarter, unless Eastern Arizona picks up a first down.
Yeah, and if they don't get a first down right here, they're going to be deep in the end zone to punt the ball.
Give it right up the gut. Great tackle there, saving by Snow College, number 10. That's Tufa. Tufa has been on the defense making tackles all day. Great player.
That is true. If he wouldn't have tackled that guy, he would have been gone for a big gain.
Yeah, it is. So that's the end of the first quarter. Snow Badgers lead at 7-0. We're going to take a little break, and as Matt said, when we come back, the Badgers will be receiving the ball in great field position. We'll see what they can do in this second quarter. So as we mentioned, the Badgers will get great field position depending on the flag. What did you see, Matt?
So what happened was they punted the ball, and Eastern Arizona hit the kick returner before he received it. He had already called for a fair catch, and he caught the ball after he had been hit.
Oh wow! So it looks like the Badgers will have more than great field position. They'll be starting at the Eastern Arizona. What is that, Matt?
That is 33.
The 33.
That is great field position.
Well, let's hope the Badgers don't turn it off over here. They're in the gun. Caressa with Milburn. Caressa takes it, finding time. Good little out route. That's caught by number 85. A common target today. That is Alonzo Simpson.
Looks like about a 2-yard pickup. Not bad.
They'll mark that second down and about 4 to go. So good pickup.
Looks a lot more than 2.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. Second down and 2.
No, sorry. It looked.
Never mind. Caressa in the gun with Milburn. 85, common target, going in motion. Caressa keeping it right up the gut, and he's going to be short. It's going to be third down and about 1. Maybe, yeah, about third down and 1 is what they're going to mark it.
There's been some good plays they've been running at the start of the second quarter.
I don't know. I feel like we're in that zone where you might have to go for this on fourth down, so the Badgers just need to look. I personally feel like they should just run it right up the middle, but we'll see what they do here as number 31, the running back, is in the backfield, Louis Hamilton. And they do just that. Passes handed off to Louis Hamilton. Hamilton picks up just about 6 yards on the play.
Great play calling. Great play calling at the start of the second quarter.
Perfect call by Louis Hamilton. So it looks like Snow TV has the GoPro helicopter out and is filming everyone. So all the fans out there giving a nice little wave as Caressa in the pistol with Louis Hamilton. Handoff. Reverse pass to number 12. Almost gets sacked. He was looking to throw it. And number 10 for the defense. That is David Brown making a great play. Sorry, correction, that was number 18. That's Brian Whitaker. The Badgers were looking to run a pretty trick play.
Wide receiver, yeah, reverse. They were looking to pass to the quarterback. And I am a personal fan of that, of trick plays. Not always, but they ran 2 today. I think that's a decent amount.
That is true. We got Steven Shepard getting the ball from Caressa right up the middle behind number 69, leading the way. That's the center, Hunter Nettles. I think he made that play for Shepard. Shepard just walked right behind that big guy and picked up a good chunk of yards.
That is true. You know, a lot of times the linemen are the ones that really make the plays, and they don't get credit.
Yeah, my bad. Correction, that was not the center. That was a pulling guard, left guard. But I have seen number 69 at the center position, but it doesn't look like he's playing today. He's moved to left guard. I don't know why they did that. We might have to look into that one. Caressa with Steven Shepard in the pistol, sending in motion number 17. Caressa on the run. He might just take it himself, but he decides to throw it in the back of the end zone. Number 6, who has been his target all day, drops it. That is Josh Trineman.
Right through the hands. You know, it was in triple coverage. I think that he should have just ran that ball.
I think Caressa had his eyes downfield the whole time, but if he would have just, I don't know, I feel like he could have easily picked up the first down there.
Yeah, easily.
Because now it's fourth down, and it looks like Brittmann's deciding to go for it, but it's just, I don't know, I should have been more intelligent to just keep it and run, pick up the first down, and get another set of downs to punch this in, because now you're...
You know, but quarterbacks have to really think about that. I think it's hard to think about in the moment, you know, that it's third down, there's
Right.
4 yards to a first down, and then there's a player in the back of the end zone. I don't think that actually goes through the head of the quarterback.
Right.
But
Now you're just flirting
Follow Snow.
with another turnover. That's the problem. I would imagine that's why Britt Mon right now called this timeout. They want to talk this one over. They want to decide if they're going to go for it, if they're going to bring out McCray, because Connor McCray, this is easy. This is easy field goal range right now. So I want to see what Britt Mon decides to do.
you know, it's very interesting. It is easy field goal range. One thing that I would take into account is that our defense has been dominant today. And so going for it right now, if you don't pick it up, your defense will have great field position, and they've been dominant all day.
And that's why I feel I feel that's why personally, my personal call would be kick the field goal, go up 2 scores, and then put your defense out on the field again. You put your defense out on the field, and they can get a stop after the kickoff. That's how I feel. I feel you got to go up 2 possessions right here.
See, and I'm the opposite. Me, personally, I would go for it.
Well, it looks like Britt Mon has decided to go with Matt, and they will go for it on this 4th down. They've got Milburn in with Caressa in the gun. Caressa will throw, finds a wide open in the middle, number 81, holding on tight. Great catch. That's Dalton McFrackle.
He was covered by 2 or 3 people, and he was still able to grab that catch.
That's another Badger first down.
McFrackle, great catch. As you remember, he was the one who made that great catch and run on the other end to set up the Badgers in great field position, but of course they turned it over. So right here the Badgers are looking for a touchdown at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
We're firing on all cylinders today. The Badgers are playing great. They've started to play great ball on both sides of the ball.
Another little shovel pass. That's Milburn around the edge. Runs it in. Touchdown, Badgers. Great play there by the Badgers, and great coach Mon calling to go for it on 4th down, and they'll get 7 more points from this drive, and not just the 3 points.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that shovel pass has been working all day.
Yes, it was a great play.
It's a very interesting play. I haven't seen that a lot.
So Connor McCray and his field goal unit will step onto the field to try to make this a 14-0 game with 11:25 remaining in this first half. Badgers looking good on offense thus far. Just a little miscommunication on the handoff on the last drive in the red zone. But besides that, the Badgers are looking good, and they're looking great on defense. So if they can keep composure and keep it together, I think the Badgers are on their way to a win today.
Absolutely, I agree. I 100% agree with you. The defense has been, like I said, we started out slow on the offense, going 4 and out on our first drive, but we've picked it up here in the second quarter, and I think that it's just going to get better and better from here.
So the weight there was on an injured player, Eastern Arizona number 1, but that's the number 1 on the defense, not the offense. That's Cameron Walton. And he's walking off the field very hesitant, holding that right leg. We'll see if he can come back in and continue to play. So it looks like Arizona Eastern are having a few injuries to start this game. And Connor McCray setting up to kick this extra point. Snap is good, place is good, kick is up, and good. Connor McCray tacks on 1 more point. So we're going to take a quick break here from Snow College Stadium. So Badgers lead it 14-0. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Badger Stadium. 11:25 left in the first half, and Connor McRae and his kicking unit are out on the field kicking to Eastern Arizona. A little bit better kick, deep and fielded at the 10, and a good quick run, and a late flag coming in over the top. It looks like it'll be on Eastern Arizona, and the Badger defense once again will take the field.
It's either on 50 of Eastern Arizona College or 85 of Snow College.
What'd you see there, Matt?
95. I have no clue.
Flag during the play. First and 10. Eastern Arizona.
That is exactly what I saw. I did not see anything.
Okay, sounds good. So the flag is waved off, no call, and it looks like the Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters will take over at their own 26-yard line. What are you hoping that Eastern Arizona can do right now? They have not been able to move the ball.
Like I said, Jeff, I think that Eastern Arizona needs to pass the ball more. The run is just not working out for them. They're gaining yards, but they're just not. It's not the kind of yards that they.
Oh, as Matthew was just talking about that, the pitch goes and Snow College is there to eat it up for a loss of about 4 yards. The Badger defense is being really vicious right now. Honey Badger don't care is what the Snow College Badgers are saying right now. Flag on the play, though. We'll wait for the call by the referee.
We'll see what happens.
Offside. Defense. 52. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Costly penalty there on the Badgers. That's number 52, Tauteli. Sorry about something like that. I just slaughtered his name. So it was going to be second down and long, and now it's first down and 5 for the Gila Monsters, and they're in the gun, so they might be going to the pass just like Matt wanted. Little screen pass to number 8. He picks up a bunch of yards there and tackled by Tautelu, so he's making up for that, but that's not after a Gila Monster first down. So Tautelu comes out from the defensive line, and looks like the Gila Monster is starting this drive off nice thanks to a Badger penalty.
See, this is what they need. They need to mix up. I think they need to mix up their play calling a little bit more. The Badgers have them set on their run right now, so they need to go a little bit more to the pass just like they did, just barely. They gained up a first down. We'll see what happens on this play.
We'll see how it goes as Dixon's in underneath center. They go out to the option. It's a pitch to number 8. That's Clark Durchik. And swarmed
Tackle made by number 2, Eric Takanaka.
by Eric Takanaka. Great defensive play, just getting out there and making a play.
It's like I'm like thinking to myself if they even have passing plays. Like, I think that they may only have 2 or 3 passing plays.
Well, honestly, they could get something going in the passing game because it looks like Snow College is starting to put together a lot more blitz packages and starting to blitz. But we'll see what they do here as number 5, Silas Jefferson, was in the gun right up the middle. Silas Jefferson for a pickup of about 6, so getting back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and 10 for the Gila Monsters. Honestly, I don't think they've seen a third down under 5 yards really all that often this game.
No, I think even under 10 yards this game.
Yeah.
The defense has just been ferocious.
The only time I saw it was on that last few plays when the Badgers had that penalty. They had first down and 5. We'll see what the Badgers can do here on third down and 10. They decide to pass the Gila Monsters, and he goes deep as Matt was looking for, right over the top of the defense. That's number 81 for the Gila Monsters, making a great catch. That's Hunter Udall, and a great touchdown saving tackle, number 2, Eric Takanaka. He was beat on the play pretty bad, and that's what Matt was looking for. And look what the Gila Monsters have been able to put together just because going to something else.
I think that's what happens. The Badgers were biting down on the run. They had been running it all first quarter, all second quarter. They stopped worrying about the deep pass.
They didn't have any cover, any safety coverage. They didn't have any help for Eric Takanaka.
That happened the same thing in the first quarter, except for the ball was just overthrown.
Exactly, and Hunter was able to come down with it. They gave it right up the gut to number 2. He almost walks alone into the end zone. That is Tim Cook. Tim Cook picks up the touchdown there, and it looks like, as we were just talking about a great Badger defense, they let him go for 6 over the top. So it looks like number 17, the kicker, Nathan Preport, on for the extra point, and to make this only a 1-score game.
Yeah, they made it a little bit more interesting now for this game. We'll see what happens now when the Badgers come out on offense.
The snap was a little low, but the set was good. The kick was up and good. So 7-14, Snow Badgers lead it. We're going to take a little break right now. 8:48 left in this half. Let's see what the Badgers can do when we come back right after this break. Welcome back to Snow Badger Stadium. Badgers just allowed a touchdown. So Eastern Arizona with a little bit more breath, as the Badgers have not put this game completely away.
We'll see what happens. I think this is an important drive for the Badgers. If they want to remain in control of this game, they're going to need to drive down the football field and score a touchdown easily on these Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters.
Big kick fielded in the end zone and taken out by the Badgers, and he's got a lane right up the middle! He might go all the way! Touchdown saving tackle as the Badgers, Eric Takanaka has a huge return. Going almost 60 yards, he went 59 yards for a big gain, putting the Badger offense in perfect position to score a touchdown here.
I'll tell you what, that is a great way for the Badgers to start out this drive. Like I was saying, they need to come out and they need to show that they're in control of this game, and they did exactly that by that kick return.
Exactly. So let's see what they do if they come out deciding to run, because Steven Shepard is in with Alex Caressa, or if they decide to go to the pass as they are in the pistol. The offensive line for the Badgers are looking good today.
I think they may start out this drive with a run right down the middle, just like they've always been doing, but I am wrong.
Little screen pass. The linemen are all upfield. Great cast by Stefford, breaks a shoelace tackle and picks up big yardage and tackled by a swarm of Eastern Arizona players, but clearly not after, well, first the first down. Moving the chains for the Badgers, that's Steven Shepard. Good little screen pass. They had the whole defense coming at Alex Caressa, and he just got it over the top.
You know, that's the first time they've ran that today, and that's a great thing to run when you've been running the ball all day.
Little weird defense right now by Arizona. They don't even have a downed lineman. They're all standing up. They come hard. Alex Caressa over the top. He's got number 85. Makes an amazing one-handed catch. Oh my goodness! Could you believe it? That was number 85, Alonzo Simpson. He has been playing like a champion today, making that catch in the corner of the end zone. Bobbled it to himself out of that one hand. Alex Caressa and him are celebrating. What an amazing play, Matthew.
I didn't even see the play.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. As you see, the press box covers that corner of the end zone for us, so Matthew did not see it. So let me just diagnose it for you. It was amazing. Connor McCray for the extra point. It's up and good. So the Badgers come back off that touchdown with great field position, started by Eric Takanaka.
They scored in 2 plays.
2 plays. One on the screen to set up that over-the-top pass to number 85, Alonzo Simpson. What a great time.
And the Badgers have really regained control of this game, showing Eastern Arizona College that even though that they scored, that they're not gonna roll over.
They will not roll over. So, as you can hear it, the band is excited as everyone else. So are these Badger fans that have came out to the game. What a great afternoon to be playing football. As you can see, sunny, maybe getting a little overcast. We got a nice wind coming in, so Matt's pretty happy that it's getting a little shady.
It is my favorite thing. This is perfect football weather.
It is perfect football weather here on Snow College campus. So Connor McCrae and his kicking team are out on the field.
We'll see what kind of field position that Snow College can get right here off this kick.
Eastern Arizona has Shatavius Lau fielding along with number 8, Braylon Brown. So it looks like Braylon Brown will take the kick about the 5-yard line. He gets to about the 20, hit by a player. He'll get to the 25 and swarmed by a bunch of Badger defense. And so this defense will take the field once again, only allowing 1 touchdown and really only 1 solid drive by Eastern Arizona. Maybe Eastern Arizona will go back to the pass here as they did well on the pass against the Badgers.
You know what I think is going to be interesting to see is now that they scored on that big play downfield on that big pass last drive, I think that the run will open up more for them now. They'll be able to gain more yards off the run.
Something just interesting as I'm just looking at the sideline, Alex Caressa got a haircut. Can you believe that? Maybe the hair's finally out of his eyes and that's why he's throwing so great.
That's definitely it, I think. And he's running a lot faster, I've noticed as well. He's lost a lot of that weight.
So that's why Alex Caressa is playing like a boss, like he has done all year. The handoff right up the middle, but the flag comes in, so that's going to be a false start. So it's going to back the Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters up 5 yards, which has really been killing them.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 21.
Honestly, the Gila Monsters are having a hard time getting forward. As you see here, it's going to be a 1st down and 15. That's just rough to start off your drive.
Yeah, you know what? I think that it's difficult to beat a team that's better than you when you have penalties. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Eastern Arizona College is actually 3rd in the conference with penalties. They're the 3rd best with penalties. They've only gained 116 yards off penalties this season.
Oh, wow.
So that is very interesting.
Yeah, but Eastern Arizona coming off a win last weekend against Phoenix College. Not saying a whole lot because Phoenix College is 0-6 in conference. They have not yet picked up a win. The Badgers beat Phoenix College about 2 weekends ago here at Badger Stadium by a score of 45-6 before the lightning and thunder and rain made it so they could not continue. So Gila Monsters are happy, though. It was a 28-16 game as they're right up the gut on a run play, but the Badgers are there to say no thank you, and they're excited. Those Badger defense is very happy. As they said today when they were warming up, they were all in a circle and someone was asking who's got his back, and they all said he's got his back, and it looks like it today. The defense is playing great around each other.
I completely agree with you, Jeff. I was wrong when I said that I think that it will open up for the run game. It did not.
It didn't do anything.
So we'll see. You know, this Badger defense, they're just looking ferocious out there. They're just looking plain scary, to be honest with you.
So, quarterback Dixon under center. He steps back for a throw. He has plenty of time to throw it. An outside route caught to number 81. Great play. And 81 makes a great play, but there's going to be some extra yardage on this one. Dixon was hit in the backfield by a Badger player, so if all goes in all, there's going to be some extra yardage on this. I don't know how they'll play this one out, but they might tack it on at the end. If they do, it's going to be a great field position. And it looks like he's going to run that off. So 3rd down and 10 is going to turn into a huge gain.
It looks like the pass is still working for Eastern Arizona College. I think that if they can continue with this, that they could drive down the field and easily score on the Badger defense's drive.
I'm not sure. We might have to look into it. How's the passing defense for the Snow Badgers this year? How many yards they've allowed? But it looks like Eastern Arizona, Dixon, found some time and found an open receiver. So Dixon once again is underneath the center. He goes out in the option and he pitches it to number 22, but he can't go anywhere. That's Shantavius Lau.
You know, like you just asked, Snow College, they average 204 passing yards a game. They allow 204 passing yards a game.
Okay, so 204 passing yards against the Badgers. So they're actually doing considerably well today. I would imagine they're not over 100. What a great afternoon to be watching football as a nice wind comes in. So it looks like the Gila Monsters will be 2nd down and 12. And once again, Dixon under center with Lau in the backfield. Dixon sets up for the pass in the pocket, has all day, throws an ugly pass up there. It's picked up by the Badger defense. That's number 2, Eric Tanaka. He's up. He might go all the way. He looks like he's tired. He's not even running that hard, but he's finding room out to the 50-yard line. I don't know what happened there, but he just looked tired. So Eric Takanaka on one play after the touchdown, taking it 60 yards, right there just playing over the top, gets the pick. Dixon did not throw a good ball there. It came out like a duck, and it's duck season for Eric Takanaka.
Snow College is doing great in the interceptions this season. They have 11 interceptions, and off those 11 interceptions, they have 289 yards.
That's a fun stat for you. Snow College likes to run it back off the picks. But Takanaka did look a little tired there. Or, I don't know. He's
I mean, he sprinted from the 40-yard line to the 10, back to the 50. I don't know what you're...
So Caressa gives the draw. No, he throws it outside. Great play. He throws it out to number 17. That is Jordan Ozowski, my bad. So the Badgers pick it up there. It's going to be about 2nd down and 7 to go. So the Badgers are looking good right now. So Caressa in the pistol. Behind him is Milburn. No. Caressa takes it. Draw. No, he throws it. That's the same target, same play, opposite side of the field, same person, Jordan Ozowski.
You know, the pass has really opened up for the Snow Badgers right here.
It sure has. It's Alex Caressa right there with Milburn.
He's playing an amazing game.
Exactly. If Caressa sees it opening up, he pulls out and then throws the ball. And if not, he just gives it to Milburn. Great. Same play, 2 times in a row, just opposite sides of the field. Opposite hashes. Chris Copier in motion. Same play once again, but this time they give it to Milburn right up the gut. He looks like he'll pick up 5 yards on the play. Great play by the Badgers right there.
Great play. Eastern Arizona College, like you said, they are playing a very interesting defensive formation. They have no people down, and I find that quite interesting that they're not going down on the defensive line. It's almost like as if they're playing 6 linebackers.
Yeah, sometimes it can be confusing for the offensive line, but the offensive line of the Snow Badgers has picked up every blitz and anything, and giving Caressa all day to throw and giving plenty of time for the running back. That's Tui in motion. Bad snap. Horrible snap. There's a fumble and a little scrummage for that ball. The bad news there was with a blitz coming, Caressa did not have any time with that horrible snap, but luckily the Snow Badgers get back on top of that. As number 64, the center for the Badgers, he snapped that thing left. That's Christopher The.
That was a great play by the quarterback, though. He was able to regain control of the bad snap, hold on to that ball. There was a fumble, which is understandable. 3 players hit him at the same exact time.
It did
we
not.
were able to gain control.
That is true. So right now, Caressa is in the gun by himself, spread out, 5 out. Looks like they'll be passing. Caressa steps up, almost gets sacked. He's agile enough to make a play, but just gets worked. As I was just talking about how the O-line has not allowed any pressure on the Badgers. It looks like I spoke too soon as 2 sacks come out for Eastern Arizona. So it looks like the Badgers are going to have to punt, the first time punting in a long while, with 2:46 left in
Punt of the day.
the first half.
The last time they punted was on their first drive, I believe.
So Thomas Jewell into punt. Thomas Jewell rugby style kick almost gets blocked. And then a great Badger bounce. That'll get all the way down to the 1 yard line. Great punt. Great bounce. If Eastern Arizona wants a touchdown to end this half, they're going to have to drive 98 yards. They mark it at the end at the 2 yard line.
They're going to have to be careful not to get a safety.
So the Badger defense comes out looking to hold out in this last 2:21 before going into the half, leading 21-7.
A loss of yards for the Eastern Arizona College has been a huge thing for them today, so they're going to have to be extra careful when they're right up against their end zone. The Snow Badger student section is calling for a safety right now, so we'll see what they can do.
They're looking for the safety. Dixon brings the play in. Honestly, I would be scared if I was Eastern Arizona in this moment. Snow College is bringing the house. Everyone's nice in and tight. Handoff right up the gut. Picks up a good chunk of yards to give them some breathing room. That was a 4-yard pickup by the running back. That's number 2 for Eastern Arizona, Tim Cook. So great play by the Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters right there to pick up enough yardage to give themselves breathing room.
Exactly. They picked up about 5 yards. You know, they're still inside their 10-yard line, so there's still danger. But we will see how it plays out.
Dixon under center once again, gives the handoff. That's number 2, once again, Tim Cook, but smothered by a host of Badger defense. Looks like after
right at the line.
second down and 6 goes for nothing. So now we're going to be 3rd down and 4, a pickup of 2 yards on the play as they gave him the forward progress. So the Gila Monsters, I don't know what they want to run here because it's 3rd down. You definitely have to run the ball and try to run some more clock off, where you're going to give the Badgers a minute to maybe have another shot at the end zone, but it looks like they're waiting.
And it looks
Play clock at 2 seconds. Looks like they're going to call a timeout and make a decision on what they're going to do. So, Matthew, what do you think they're going to come out and run right now?
I think that they're going to pass the ball, Jeff. I think that because if they run the ball, the Snow College Badgers, they have 3 timeouts left. If they stop them, they can easily call a timeout, force them to punt the ball, whereas Snow College had just scored a touchdown in 2 plays. So it is very possible for them to score in a short amount of time. So it'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen right now.
Well, to tell you the truth, Matt, if I'm the Eastern Arizona coach, I'm only down 2 scores right now. I don't want to make it 3. I run the ball, and then I punt it with only seconds left on the clock for the Snow Badgers. That's my personal feel.
And I think that is what will happen as well.
As the crowd is screaming down there is because Snow Badger cheerleaders had a little incident. Looks like a few people almost died, but everyone is okay. So the Snow Badgers come out on defense. The Gila Monsters are still all huddled up.
We'll see if they won't run a trick play like Snow College has ran today.
It would definitely be a time to pull something out of the hat, Matt.
What else could they be in that huddle for so long for? Run the ball right down the middle.
Run the ball right down the middle after a long huddle like that. Good enough. So it looks like Dixon under center with number 2, Tim Cook, right behind him in the down position. And they do just that. Tim Cook gets a little bit of breathing room, and he makes the first down. So maybe they'll call a timeout here and then put together some plays. I don't know what they will do as the Eastern Arizona coach is on the field making the play. So they move the chains. They're in the huddle. They haven't started to run the clock yet. Once the chains are set, they will run the clock because he did not get out of bounds. The clock is running, 43 seconds left in the half. Dixon not with any kind of rush underneath the center. Fake handoff. He's going to throw it to a running outside pass to number 3. Not a very smart move on number 3's part as he goes for a first down clearly, but didn't get out of bounds. He easily could have got out of bounds. That's DeMarcus Nolly. He could have had some time. Looks like they're just going to get up to the line and spike it, and they do just that. So the clock stops at 25 seconds.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. It's very difficult to march down the field with under a minute left when you only have running plays.
But as you've seen there, pick up a good chunk of yards on second down.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Gila Monsters are going to play up here. See what the coach is drawing up to his 2 receivers out there in the huddle as Dixon is waiting for the call. Kind of a weird way to run in the offense through the receivers. Reminds me a lot of high school. Dixon under center, goes out in the option, pitches it to number 8, who fumbles it. Holy mackerel. The Gila Monsters cannot find a way to hold on to that ball. And with 13 ticks left on the clock, it looks like this is how we'll end the first half.
You know, it would have been good for Eastern Arizona College to score before the half because they will get the ball to start the second half.
That is true. The Badgers will be kicking to them, and that is the end of the first half. So the Badgers lead at 21-7 against the Gila Monsters. Coach Brittman must be happy with his team right now as they put up 21 points in the first half. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes to go over a little bit of a halftime show, and we'll bring you the second half here from the Snow TV on Watch It Snow College on YouTube. Hope you guys were all enjoying the cast. I'm Jeff Brinton with Matt Pellegrini, and we are enjoying this great afternoon. We'll be back in a few minutes.
I don't think that girl's coming back with my nachos, dude.
Welcome back to Badger Stadium. Sunday afternoon. Snow Badgers lead at 21-14. We are Snow TV, student-ran production. We got a crew together today. Had some technical difficulties, so you're only going to be seeing a one-shot feed. We had 3 cameras, but we're down to 1 right now. We got some great work from my great Matt
Pellegrini.
Pellegrini.
Do you ever remember my last name?
No, I don't. It's a Pellegrini. And we got our great, none other, Adric on the TriCaster and Brandon at the camera. So it's a great day. Snow Badgers lead at 21-7. Snow Badgers will be kicking off to start the second half. Matt, what are we looking for the Snow Badgers this second half?
I think for the Snow Badgers, it's really just to continue on what they've been doing. I'm worried more for Eastern Arizona College, what they have to change to be able to come back in this football game. But I'm predicting as long as Snow College can continue on with their defensive attack like they're doing right now, I think they will have no problem winning the game today.
Well, sounds good. I'm liking what you're saying, Matt. Hopefully the Badgers can keep what they're doing, and we'll see what Eastern Arizona can put together. I feel like the Badgers have got to keep playing strong. I've seen Badger team where they're leading and they think they've got it made, and then they just decide to lay up a little bit, and they don't come out as strong. I'm hoping to see that defense only allow this 7 points. Don't let Eastern Arizona get some type of drives going, come back into this game. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you. I think it's not just Snow College teams, but it's any team in general. That
True.
When you have a lead at halftime, you have to come out and play strong. I think it's going to be this first drive is going to be key to the second half. If whichever team can play the best on this very first drive right now, I think that's who will control the second half.
That's a good point you make, Matthew. And, well, we're getting underway here as Connor McCrae is set and ready to kick it off with his kicking team. We'll see how this goes.
And so Snow College starts off with a kickoff, deep kick into the end zone of Eastern Arizona College, and they
So it looks like the offensive, the Snow Badgers were offsides on the kick, so I don't know, maybe they'll tack the 5 yards on again or make them kick one more time. And we'll have to wait the call on the flags.
But one thing that I think that can definitely kill the Snow Badgers is in the second half is penalties.
On the kicking team, number 3. That penalty's declined.
Okay, sounds good. So the Badgers
Offside on the kicking
get called for
27.
offsides.
That penalty will be accepted. Added to the end of the run. First down, Eastern Arizona.
So there was 2 penalties on that play. There was
Two people were offside, so
No.
they declined one.
it was illegal formation,
Illegal formation.
which I have no clue what that is.
I don't know how they could get an illegal formation on the kicking team, but
And then Francis Xavier was offsides.
so it looks like the Gila Monsters will start from first down and 10 from the 30. And the Badger defense is back on the field to start the second half. Let's see what the Gila Monsters decide to come out to do as Dixon starts this half under center like he's done in the first half. Gives it right up the gut for number 2, Troy Cook, and he gets a pickup of about 2 yards. Sorry, that was Tim Cook, number 2. He picks up the yardage on that one. Just running that same play they've ran all day, just handing up right up the middle, picking up a few yards.
Yeah, they came out right with the first play. Nothing changed. Snow College, they handle it like they've handled it all day, so hopefully they can change it up a little bit, confuse Snow College like they had done in the first half when they scored their touchdown. And so we'll see how it goes continuing this drive down the field.
So Dixon once again under center. Another running back, number 11. He picks up a good chunk of yardage on that play, still running and knocked out of bounds. the Gila Monsters really coming out a little bit better this half. That's a good run for them. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. So great moving the ball for the Gila Monsters. I think this is maybe the 2nd or 3rd time that they've had under 5 yards to go on 3rd down. So we'll see what they have to drop right here, whether they're going to go to the pass or they're going to stick with another run play. That last run was by Mike Sparrow with about a 4-yard pickup.
They ran a speed option. They definitely have to be careful in that speed option because they fumbled the ball, I think, 3 times in the first half with that speed option.
They sure did, and so Dixon's under center again. Big halfback sweep. The Badgers are there, and they make the play. All Badgers converging in. No one giving up on the play.
There's a flag on the field. I think it was a holding on the offensive line on the right side.
If that's the case, they probably will decline and force Eastern Arizona to punt, but we'll wait the official call. Illegal chop block has looked like what he's signaling, and Coach Mon will decline.
Smart play by the Snow Badgers coach.
So it looks like it'll be 4th down for the for the Gila Monsters. They're going to be forced to punt, and this is good news for the Badgers. They will be getting the ball and not allowing Eastern Arizona to get anywhere.
Penalties kill you when you're down by 14 points already. You can't afford these small little penalties.
Right. I don't think the penalty affected them that much on this one, but they have had a few penalties. And that punt is not very good, but fielded. What a great play by number 23. He might go all the way, beats the kicker. No! But he runs him over as he's running out of bounds. That's a little cocky play by our very own number 23, Ferguson. Ferguson was able to get up the side of the field. That's great field position.
So I think that the Snow Badgers, they showed who was controlling the game in the second half by that first drive. Awesome defense, awesome kick return. Hopefully they just continue out like this. We'll see how the offense does to start at this second half.
Sad news. The Gila Monsters would have been better to just run on a play because the Badgers are in better field position than it was. So
true.
But tried to go for the punt, but a great play by Gage Ferguson. Caressa in the pistol with Ferguson, sending 83. Connor McGuire in motion. He's looking straight the whole time, over the top.
Nothing.
Overthrows the number 85. We've been calling his number and his name, Alonzo Simpson, all day. Alonzo Simpson has been targeted multiple times today with that touchdown over the top. That's why I felt like right there it could have gone for 7 more.
I like that play call to go for it all in the first play. Now they have 3 more plays to decide what to do.
With the great field position already in field goal range. Let's see what the Badgers do here on 2nd down and 10. Caressa and Steven Shepard in the gun. Caressa straight up, run from the start. He go up the middle, finds room, picks up a good chunk of yardage, getting the first down. That's about a 13-yard run. Caressa just from the get-go, he knew it was a run. Quarterback keeper, Alex Caressa is an athletic player.
I think that he is the reason that Snow College is winning today. He has his head on his shoulders right now. He's running down the field, passing the ball great, making great passes. He is the reason Snow College is doing so well right now.
That sure is, as Alex Caressa in the pistol with Steven Shepard bringing in motion Tui. Caressa gives it to Shepard. It was going to be a touchdown, but lots of whistles going on. That's going to be a pair of penalties. First it was false start on the offense, and then the linemen were getting a little chippy, and someone ripped someone's helmet off, and then the umpire's hat came off, which is another use of his flag. So there might be 2 penalties on this. We'll see after they've got this nice little conference going on. So they'll probably What my guess would be is they'd walk off the 5 yards for the false start, and then they'll do 15 yards.
False start. Offense, number 55. Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense, number 18. Dead ball. Personal foul. Offense, number 64. Those two penalties will offset. We will enforce the false start.
Okay, so I stand corrected. It wasn't a penalty against Eastern. Well, it was, but our own number 64 getting a little pushy there.
Allowed to stay in the ball game.
His helmet came off in that play, but it was ripped off by a player, so I guess they're letting him stay in. I don't know exactly the rule there, so good enough. They will be.
They know better than us. I'm
We'll
still confused on that rule.
We'll have to dig more into that one for the next time, Matt. The good news is we want the Badgers to win out because they could have a chance for home field advantage through the playoffs. But from talk around campus with the football team, it might come down to a coin toss to decide who gets first, second, and third place, which is big between Scottsdale, Arizona Western, and our own Snow College.
It's turning into a Friday Night Lights situation here.
It sure is. So Caressa in the gun with Steven Shepard. Sorry, that was a pistol. He gives it to Steven Shepard. Same play as they ran last time. Steven Shepard downhill, picks up a big chunk of yardage. Looks like they're getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
7-yard line, I
Picks about 7 yards. So our own Steven Shepard keeps going forward. Kind of a funny way they've done it. Steven Shepard has usually started the games, but Milburn started today, and Shepard is right now on the second half. Maybe that was the game plan from the coaching staff. Maybe loosen up Eastern Arizona and then come hard with Shepard, because look at Shepard running downhill, churning for yards. Picks up another good chunk of yards. It's going to set up for a nice 3rd down and goal from the Eastern Arizona 3-yard line.
One thing that Snow College is doing very effectively is that they keep their feet moving after the initial contact of the hit. We saw it down here with number 81 the first half, and with Steven Shepard in this half, he just gets hit and he keeps on going.
That is true, and so Steven Shepard makes his way to the sideline. Looks like they're going to put in Louis Hamilton, who is their go-to running back in the red zone. Big downhill runner, and they give it to him straight up. That'll be a touchdown. Louis Hamilton almost walks in untouched, Matt. That was pretty good blocking up front.
That was amazing blocking by the offensive line.
I saw it straight away. As soon as they brought in Louis Hamilton, we saw that run. He's a great downhill runner. Picks up the touchdown. Looks like the Badgers are starting to take control in the second half. As you said, that whoever did that first play was going to start to take control, and the Badgers go up right now 27-7, and Connor McCrae and his kicking unit comes on to tack on the extra point to see if these Badgers can continue to push forward.
I think that the Snow Badgers, they came out in the second half. They did great on their first drive. I think that it's all downhill from here for them. I think that they can control the rest of this game easily.
The kick's up and good. So the Badgers take a 3-possession lead, and Eastern Arizona is slowly falling away. And the good news is the Badger defense is going to be back on the field, which we know is amazing.
Yes, I completely agree with you.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. The Badgers lead at 28-7. We'll be back. Welcome back to Badger Stadium. Connor McCrae set to kick this one deep, and he does just not that. Onside kick by the Badgers, but recovered by the Badgers. No flag comes out on the play, as I saw the Badgers touch the ball before it made it to the 10 yards.
I saw that too. I think that they missed
late
that call.
Late flag coming in. I don't know what happened, as Connor Oh, my goodness. The kicker comes off more excited than anyone. He's pumped up, screaming down there. That's Connor McRae.
I think they took a little that play from the Indianapolis Colts, who ran the exact same play this week in Thursday Night Football.
They sure did. But the late flag came in. I don't know what it was. Honestly, I don't know if it was late hit.
I think it was a personal foul. I don't know on who, but I saw players on the ground after the play.
I honestly wish we had some instant replay right now, because from what I saw, it looked like one of the Badgers touched it before it made it the 10 yards. But I could be mistaken. We're going to wait as all the referees are talking. Okay, so he establishes that they didn't touch it. Okay, so it looks like the Badgers do come out and win possession of the ball. I personally felt, and I'm a huge Badgers fan, I want you all to know that, to the listeners out there, I'm a huge Badger fan, but I felt like someone touched the ball before it made it to 10 yards. But the good news is the Badgers, Connor McRae kicks the ball 10 yards and recover as it. So the Badgers will have the ball right now, and the offense comes back on. Milton back on the field with Alex Caressa. The Badgers will be starting from their own 38-yard line. What happened there, Matt? Walk me through it.
I am just astonished at what just happened. I saw the kick go. I think that it was in between the 6 and 8 yards, and I thought that the Badgers had touched the ball. But the refs say otherwise, so they're the ones who know. He obviously didn't touch it if the ref says so. I think that it was just a player. I think it was just one of the players getting a bit antsy after the play and hit one of their players, got a personal foul.
They make the call. Alex Caressa sending Tui in the gun. They hand off to Milburn. He's right up the middle, not gaining any yards. He gets to the original line of scrimmage and then is taken back a yard. So a loss of a yard on the play by Milburn. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Badgers. What happened there on that play, Matt?
What happened was that I think Eastern Arizona College, they just beat the offensive line off the ball. They got deep into the backfield and they made contact before even getting back to the line, which really disrupted the run.
That's true.
I think what's going good for the Badgers in the first half and up until now is the offensive line has dominated the initial contact, and that's why they've been doing so well.
Well, looks like Caressa, fake handoff, rolls out to the right. He sets his feet, throws it. The crowd was wanting him to throw it to 17, but he threw it late, and it was almost picked off. Probably one of the most errant passes by Alex Caressa today.
No. This is a shame about what they're doing at this drive right now after that onside kick that was so beautifully crafted. It's almost as if they're wasting this drive.
Very true. Eastern Arizona has came out and they got the stop on the first down, and then there on 2nd down, Alex Caressa had time to set his feet, but he did have pressure on the bootleg. Just was unable to find number 17, Jordan Ozowski. So it looks like Caressa in the gun with Steven. No, that's Milburn back there. Caressa has time. He has to roll out. Almost sacked. Finds a way to roll out. He'll have room. He will pick up the first down and then some. Running out of bounds, Alex Caressa. He might be a witch. Look at that witchcraft he's pulling out.
I'll tell you, he is definitely the MVP of today's game so far. Keeping his head on his shoulders, being able to notice when there's pressure coming into the backfield, stepping up and being able to run for about 13 yards on that last play for a first down.
That's perfect play by Alex Caressa. Alex Caressa is in the gun with Milburn. And they give to him, it looks like a little tough try, and he stiff arms the player down. Number 2 for the defense. Philip Williamson just got stiff armed.
That was amazing. Snow College is taking over this game easily right now. I think that it's showing. I think this Eastern Arizona College, they're tired. They're down by 21 points. It's getting hard for them to continue on in this game.
Correction on that. I thought that was Milburn, but that was Hamilton, and he gets the ball once again, goes downhill. another good pickup. So it's going to be about 3rd down and 5 for the Badgers. They are moving the ball well after they stumbled a little bit.
And number 9, Steven Shepard. It's number 9, Steven Shepard.
Sure is.
He's
Steven
back
Shepard.
into the game now. So he's really been running right all over this Eastern Arizona College team. We'll see what happens. It's about 3rd down and 4. It'd be interesting to see what they do this
They
play.
put Shepard into the gun. Chris Copier in motion to the right side. They give the handoff to Steven Shepard. Great play. And go figure, when there's a great play like that, there's got to be a holding on the offense. So that will be coming back. Didn't see exactly who it was on. We'll have to wait for the official to call to see where it was, who did it. Who done did the hold?
Who done did the hold? We will see.
Holding. Offense, number 64. 7-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd
I think that's the second time he's had holding called on him today.
Yes, that's Christopher, the center, just right over the hole where Steven Shepard ran the ball. But it looks
So
like
that's why there was such a big hole.
you know it. So Louis Hamilton comes back back into the game as it's getting a little windy here at Badger Stadium. In motion, Connor McGuire. Caressa in the gun, and he decides to go to Trujillo. Trujillo misses the ball. It's a pick by number 12. He fumbles the ball. It's picked up by who? It's a scummy number, but I can't see who picked it up. Looks like the Badgers have it. And the ref gives the call. That's Snow Ball. The Snow Badgers recover what would have been Eastern Arizona ball. Can you believe what just happened, Matthew? Did you just see what happened?
Well, I saw what happened. I do believe it. It was a planned play by the Snow Badgers. They gained about 14 yards, got the 1st down, so that's what they wanted to have happen.
Okay, so it was a pass to. So how do you put that in the playbook? Pass to Trujillo, off the hands of Trujillo, tip to the defense. He picks it, then he fumbles it, and covered by the offense.
Exactly. That is exactly how the coach put that in the playbook.
Okay, that's some good stuff. I'm having a problem with my co-anchor here, Matthew. He just doesn't want to keep his mic next to his mouth. So
I don't like things touching my mouth.
So that's probably why. That's probably why you can't hear him very well. Great pass to Connor McGuire, number 83. Also a Roy High alumni. Coming out of Roy High, I played with him my senior year. Great player there. He has really shown for the Snow Badgers what kind of player he is. Playing great today also. So Snow Badgers pushing the cause right now, picking up that 1st down. They will be first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Caressa moving around the offensive line and the plays. He's in the gun, but he's by himself. Everyone's spread out. So we're going to the pass, 100%. Caressa rolling out, stays in the pocket. He's finding time, rolls to the left. He plants his feet and throws across his body to number 81. Is it a touchdown? We haven't got the call. The line judge rolls it out of bounds, so it will be out of bounds. But there is a flag on the play. They're trying to converse right now to see what it is. The Snow Badgers are walking around saying touchdown, but no one's. The last call that I got was out of bounds by the line judge. But there is a flag on the play, so they'll have to see what they call there.
I have no clue what it is. I didn't see the play, so.
Matthew, you need to stay on top of it.
I can't.
Overturned, touchdown Badgers.
That was an amazing play by the quarterback as well. He just is doing so well today.
Alex. Okay, so the penalty flag was holding. That one way to decline. Touchdown, Snow Badgers. What an amazing throw by Alex Caressa, putting the ball on the money, on the run to our none other number 81, Dalton Frackel. So that's another touchdown for the Badgers, and they go up after McCray hitting that in, 35-7. The Badgers are playing well.
The offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Eastern Arizona College can't do anything to stop them. I wouldn't be surprised to see another onside kick by the Badgers right here.
I think Arizona is prepared for anything like that now that it hasn't been. So, Snow Badgers lead it 35-7, Badger Stadium. Right now the Badgers are 5-1. As we have mentioned earlier, they need to win out. So this weekend right now at home, playing against Arizona Eastern, and next weekend they will be on the road going to Pima, Arizona. No, sorry, playing Pima Community College, but I believe it's in Tucson, Arizona. So
it is in Tucson, Arizona.
It is in Tucson. So the Badgers are doing what they need to do right now to remain in first place in the league, in the Western States Football League. Honestly, the Badgers should be undefeated, as they easily could have won the Fighting Artichokes a few weeks ago here at home, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. And that's what Eastern Arizona is thinking right now, as things are starting to fall apart for them, as number 22 goes to field that. That's Shantavius Lau. He also plays in the backfield, and he and the running backs have not been able to control the ball today. So
it's been difficult for any Eastern Arizona College player to control the ball. At least they haven't thrown an interception yet, though. But it is on its way. I can feel it.
No, they threw an interception. Don't you remember that?
Yes, they did throw an interception.
Okay. Eric Takanaka had the pick, and he was going to go for 6, but he got tired. So Dixon comes into the huddle with the play, seeing what this Eastern Arizona team can do, trailing big, 35-7.
How many times has Eastern Arizona College started inside their 10-yard line?
Multiple times today. Oh, a little delayed handoff. Shoestring tackle. Great, great, great play.
I think that tackle was by number 24, wasn't it?
That sure was. Number 24, our own Halemi Kamaki. Sorry, I just slaughtered that name.
We don't know. We're not
Maybe I need to go to the locker room and figure out all these guys' names before I come up and start talking live on TV. But
Snow College is firing on all cylinders right now. They are not letting up, even though they are up a large margin on Eastern Arizona College this half.
How many times have we mentioned this today, Matt, that the Gila Monsters are starting 2nd down and 15 again?
A lot.
Just a dive play right up the middle, but pulled it out. Option Dixon to number 11. Great play there by a little pitch and catch by the Gila Monsters.
I will mention one thing, that when Eastern Arizona College runs the speed option and they do not fumble the ball, they do very well.
That is true. Picking up a solid, maybe almost 15 on the play as they sit 3rd down and 2. So imagine if they didn't lose those yards on first down, on 2nd down, how good they would be right now. So 3rd down and 2 for the Gila Monsters. Everyone's in tight. Snow College also, they go straight dive. Number 5 right up the middle, and he definitely picks up the first down. That's Salas Jefferson, and then the flags come in late. The flags come in way late. Looks like that one's going to be on the Gila Monsters as a helmet of the Snow Badgers come off.
Multiple flags down, not just one flag, but multiple refs saw the.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. Offense. Number 50.
So there it is.
It is a first down.
Hands to the face.
For Eastern Arizona.
It was a dead ball foul, so Eastern Arizona will get the first down, which is kind of weird how that all works out. First down and 10, so it wasn't a dead ball.
So why did they get the first down?
I believe it was because it was a dead ball, and then they called it, so they already had gotten the first down.
Oh,
the option play there by Dixon, he keeps it, picks up a good chunk of yards, about 14, 15 yards on the play. So it looks like the Gila Monsters are starting to figure a few things out on offense, and if it wasn't for that penalty, they would be sitting in better field position right now.
It is very important that the Gila Monsters are able to score on this drive. I feel as almost Snow College has controlled the ball the entire second half so far. It's been almost 10 minutes into the half.
That is right. 5:36 left in the third quarter. Dixon in the pocket passing. Great catch after a great throw.
That was
great defense.
Great defense by the Snow College Badgers.
So really just playing well there. Picking up 5 yards, so it was a good pickup by the offense. 2nd down and 5 to go. But also a good defense there to just step up and make a tackle, not to let anything else go any farther than it already had. So the Snow Badgers are looking great right now. Playing well at home like they've done all year, only losing 1 game to Scottsdale. Right up the middle. Great up the middle play. That's Tim Cook.
That was a great run by Eastern Arizona College.
Sorry, that's my bad. That's Salas Jefferson. So it looks like Britt Mon is not happy with his defense right now. He's going to call a timeout, and he's going to talk over what's going on because the Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters are traveling. So it's 35-7, 4:50 left in this third quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this small timeout by Snow College Badgers. Welcome back. This is Snow TV. I'm Jeff Brinton with Matt Pellegrini. Snow Badgers lead it 35-7, 4:50 left. Dixon in the gun, takes the snap. He's running the option. It's a pitch to number 22, Tim Cook. He's running. He picks up big yardage. He'll get another first down and hit very hard by our own number 2, Eric Takanaka. So I was hoping Britt Mon would come out after the timeout and dial up a great defensive play and get a defensive stop, but doesn't look like it's done, and Eastern Arizona draws up a better play in the timeout, picks up the first down. This offense is really starting to churn.
It's almost a shame that they waited until they were down by 28 points to start playing football.
Yeah, this option's really looking good right now. So we'll see what Dixon does now that he's under center. Sends Tim Cook in motion. The option again, straight dive. That's solid. That's Salas once again. Just a pickup of 2 yards. So Jefferson picks up the yardage. A little bit better defense there by the Badgers.
So Eastern Arizona College is down by 28 points right now with 4 minutes left. Do you think it's possible for them to come back?
Anything's possible, Matt.
Anything's possible.
Great defense there by the Badgers, containing that zone, calling the late flag. I want to see what's going to be called there. I am not 100% sure. Looks like the Gila Monsters pick up 2 yards on that play, so it'll be third down and 6, depending the flag. Whether it was late or whether it was a legal chop block, I am not 100% sure.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, so.
Okay. So it's a block in the back on the offense, number 22, Tim Cook. So the Badgers get helped out there. Sorry, that's not Tim Cook. That is Lau. My bad. I guess I'm getting the names wrong. I'll have to study for the names next week.
You got it, dude. No worries.
So this is looking a little bit rougher for the Gila Monsters. As we've talked about, these penalties are really tearing this team apart. They were really starting to put together a nice drive, and now they're going to be sitting at 2nd down and 15. And this is where they haven't been able to move the ball, Matt.
It's actually more second down and 18.
Okay.
Almost 20 yards.
Almost
That's
20
bad.
yards.
But yeah, right back to where they started the second half. They need to, once they start to gain a little momentum.
Whoa. That's just great defense by the Badgers. Playing the option defense, what you have to do, someone's assigned the running back, someone's assigned the quarterback, and someone's assigned the other quarterback, and you just got to play your assignment. That was number 99 coming off the nose tackle, Lotaki, just running right through that line and making a great play on the quarterback from behind.
That was. He just caught the quarterback from behind and took him down. It was great stand-up football. He was quick off the edge.
So being third down and 21, the Gila Monsters are definitely in a passing situation. Dixon steps up in the pocket, almost gets sacked, and then he gets hit by number 10 by our Snow Badgers. That's Taufa. So great defense.
Gained 1 yard.
Tackle made by number 10, Mayalu Taufa.
But at least they're not inside their 10-yard line punting this time. They made it allowed to the 50.
Very good point. Looks like the Gila Monsters are just going to have to punt this one away. Number 17 is back to kick. That's Nathan Pierpoint. And our number 23 to field it, that is Gage Ferguson. Gage calls everyone away after that punt. He's still falling over it. I don't know why you'd run close to that. When that ball is rolling around like that, you should probably get away from it. But it rolls out about the 20-yard line. So it looks like Snow College will be starting from their own 20-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see what they do to start this this drive, if they pass the ball or continue to run the ball. I think running the ball is the best option right now because they can wear down the clock.
Very good point, Matt. And we'll have to see what they come out and do as Milburn is back in the game with Alex Caressa. They are sitting in the gun. They've got single receiver to the left, two to the right. They got the tight end, Copier, to the right side. No, it's a pass. Great pass to Copier. Copier with some big yardage. That's one big, tall dude. Copier, great catch. Awesome player. That's a sophomore. 6'6", 250. Can you imagine that?
That is a big boy.
How would you like it to be trying to tackle someone that tall and that big?
You know, I'd be running the other way.
Matt would be running the other way. Have you ever seen Matt? Matt's one big guy, but he'd be scared of Copier.
Let's say I'm 6'5", 270, but it's fat. It's not muscle like him.
Okay, so Matt's pretty big himself, but he's scared of the Copier. So there's a flag on the play, and it'll be personal foul on the Gila Monsters. That's on number 99. The Gila Monsters are really starting to fall apart. That's Davis.
I think that the penalties have just been killing both sides of the both teams today. Not a singular team, but both teams have a lot of penalties on them, and it's something rare to see, I think, this late in the season.
Very true. They're getting a little snappy. They've been there all game. The penalties on Eastern Arizona, I've seen more on them than on Snow College, but Snow College has had their fair amount also. So looks like Caressa in the pistol. Can't tell if it's Milburn or, yes, it is Milburn, number 39. They give to Milburn right up the middle. Kind of a slow developing play because they were pulling the trap. They were pulling number 69, the left guard. That's another pickup of about 3 yards for the Badgers. Things are looking good for the Badgers right now as 1:48 left in the third quarter. 35-7, the Badgers lead it. Caressa in the pistol once again. Tight end Copier to the right side. Milburn in motion. Now he's in the shotgun. Alex Caressa steps up in the pocket with plenty of time. Throws out. Great. Connor McGuire drops that pass.
There was a lot of open field in front of him.
If Connor McGuire catches that ball, I give him the first down and maybe a little bit more. But the dropped play leads it to second. Now 3rd down and 7 to go. So Milburn comes out. Louis Hamilton back in the ball game with Caressa in the pistol. They've got split 2 receivers to the right and to the left. Alex Caressa ready to pass, finding, looking, not finding, getting run all around the pocket. He will make a play. Oh! Great block by the Badgers, and Caressa makes a great spinning move. What a great play. Caressa probably just fought the hardest time in his life to get 5 yards. They will not pick up on the first down, but oh my goodness.
I think the coach is signaling to go for it.
Louis Hamilton puts the block on, and the Badgers are fired up. That was an ear-hole block.
That was the best block I've seen all game. It's the best block I've seen in a long time, I think.
People that don't even like football like that block. They like seeing people get lit up.
That's what football's all about. It's just hard hits.
So it looks like they're going to run the ball to the right with Hamilton as they move those 2 tight ends over to the right. And Brent Bond being on top, knowing he's going for it on 4th down and 2 yards to go. As the play clock was expiring, he calls a timeout because Alex Caressa was not aware of that. So we'll see what the Badgers can do in this timeout as they lead 35-7, 4th down and 2 to go. We'll be back right after this timeout break. In a few seconds, we'll continue to talk about this Badger team and what they're looking to do this season. Welcome back to Badger Stadium. 4th down, 2 yards to go. 25 ticks left in this 3rd quarter. Alex Caressa and the team is all bundled up there. This is a split back formation. The refs are waiting to get on the field to blow the whistle and get these Badgers set. They were ready to go right after the timeout. They wanted to get on the ball and run this.
Looks like they're on a power formation with 2 huge.
Big power formation. We know the run's coming. Everyone's going downhill. And Louis Hamilton, sure enough, gets the first down on the forward progress. They pulled number 69. That's the left guard, Hunter Nettles. He led the whole. He didn't move upfield quick enough, and so sure enough, Louis Hamilton just pushed him over and got the first down.
Great play. Great call by the coaching staff. Great run.
I think everyone knew the run was coming. Everyone was bundled up in there.
Oh, yeah. The only players in the backfield were linemen.
So Caressa in the pistol with Steven Shepard. Looks like they just let the time expire in the 3rd quarter. So the Badgers lead it at the end of the 3rd quarter, 35-7. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back to bring you more Badger action from Badger Stadium. This is Snow TV. We'll be right back.
Eastern Arizona 7, your Snow College Badgers 35.
Welcome back, Badger Stadium, Snow TV, Jeff Brenton, Matt Pellegrini, handoff, Steven Shepard, downhill running. That's a pickup of about 5 yards. I take that back, 5 yards on the run. We're starting off this fourth quarter action. Snow Badgers lead at 35-7. So, this is what the Badgers are looking at. As Matt had mentioned earlier, ranked 7th in the nation right now, looking for a national championship berth. It might be possible if we can win out the conference and the playoffs. So it will take winning out of this season to go, but we can see what they can do. Caressa handoff, Steven Shepard on the left side. Flag comes in late, but Steven Shepard picks up a big gain, about 10 yards. Might be a hold.
I think that's coming back with a hold. The Badgers they're coming in strong here in the fourth quarter. I wish you could have seen the crowd that they had going on down there, pumping up their own team in the fourth quarter. They're coming in here hot. It doesn't look like they're going to stop. Just going to score more and more.
If this is a penalty on the Badgers, it will push them back, and it looks like it will be holding. So we'll be looking at about second down in 14. So not good news for the Badgers as they're going to start.
Offense, number 64.
I take that back. Clipping. That's on the center. This is the first time, or the second or third time that he's been called today. Coach will be talking to him. The other coach, Mon, not Britt Mon, but his brother, Rafe Bond, will be talking to his O-line this week. But they have been playing well. Caressa in the gun with, looks like Steven Shepard. No, that's Milburn. Milburn gets the catch on the left, makes a good move, and is unable to break a tackle. Barely, not even gets up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just got back to the line of scrimmage on that play. It'll be interesting to see what the coach calls here on the third down and long. It's about third down and 20 almost. And so we'll see what happens, you know, in these long play situations today. Snow College has pulled something out of the hat, and they've been able to get this first down. We'll see what they do right here.
We could definitely see a draw for Milburn. Also, maybe just go straight to the pass. They're going straight to the pass. It's a rollout, finding number 81. What a great catch! He knocks him over!
He has been doing amazing today. The offense between the quarterback and number 81 has just been amazing. Their setups and their passes and completions, touchdowns. It's been amazing.
Fackrell makes the catch, and he picks up a big chunk of yards. It looked like the Badgers were going to go for it, but now it looks like they're bringing out Jewel and the punting unit. I don't know what they're doing.
Now the offense is going back
They're going to
out.
bring on Jewel, and now they're sending the offense back on. The play clock has not started to run, so it looks like they can pull out a play. And the Badgers always signal in their plays through signals, unlike the Eastern Arizona where they run it in through a receiver. So we're trying to see what's happening. The Badgers are... I don't know what Mon's doing. He's not going to get enough time to run a play, or is he? Is he going to call a timeout? I didn't understand this strategy. Maybe he wants to think it over. So
they had 25 seconds. I don't know what was going on.
There's a little bit of confusion whether they're going to punt it or go for it. At first it was like with no doubt they were going to go for it, and then all of a sudden the punting unit came on.
Well, they had like 22 players on the field at one point. Like both the kicking units, the offense. I didn't know what was going to happen.
So the crowd is going wild as they are throwing out free T-shirts. I don't think it'll make it up to us, Matt. Maybe we'll get lucky next time. But as of right now, the Badgers are looking good against this Eastern team. The great news is that this Eastern team has been playing well. They're not great, but they haven't been awful this season either. In this division that they're in this region, in the football, the League of the States. I'm slaughtering it. Sorry, Matt. Football States League.
Western States League.
Yes, there it is. Thanks, Matt. The Badgers have a good conference, and Scottsdale and Arizona seem to always be a good team. And this Arizona team, also a good team. I know in the bowl game in 2011, the Top of the Mountain Bowl, I believe it was what it was called, the Badgers played this team, and beat them pretty good. But as you see there, Alex Caresa's pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the 4th down was not converted by the Badgers. I think that's the first time that the Badgers have gone for an out while going for it on 4th down. Great hold by Eastern Arizona.
It was a great hold. It was, you know, it was a matter of who could just play harder on that play, and Eastern Arizona beat Snow College.
So Brittmont has enough confidence in his defense to go for that one. His defense comes back on the field looking better than ever. And Dixon brings his offense onto the field under the center. Dixon gives the handoff that goes for just about nothing. That was number 11, Mike Sparrow. Not going well for the Gila Monsters today.
Not at all. It's like you said a couple minutes ago, now it's a 2nd and 15. How many times has that happened today, Jeff?
Well, Matt, we could probably talk about it all day, and they will probably continue to do it all day. But it looks like the Badgers are just bringing the right calls. Brittmont has really dialed up this offense.
The defensive line has been playing amazing, getting penetration all day and being able to disrupt the backfield, causing turnovers.
Oh, what a great play by the Gila Monsters. That's number 5, running right up the middle on the dive. That's Silas Jefferson.
Great play by the Gila Monsters. When they were in deep on their own field, 2nd and 15, they were able to convert onto the 1st down through a run play.
The weird thing, Matt, is they've been running that play all day, and I think that's the first time it's sprung for that many yards. Just that simple dive right down the middle. So Dixon sends in motion, gives the dive. I thought Dixon was going to pull it out there at the last moment. It was close to fumbling, but Silas Jefferson just held on to it, picked up about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 49-yard line.
I think the difficult part, especially for the triple option which they're running, is that every single thing has to work for it to be able to gain yards, and it hasn't today. And that was one of the only times that it has. But you see, when it does work, it's very successful.
Okay, that's Dixon on the pitch to number 22. Wow!
Big hit by number 1.
Wow! 4. Great defense by Isaiah Jefferson, coming across and putting a licking on number 22, Shatavius Lau. We got the GoPro helicopter coming over the stadium, and we're giving it a nice wave right now to all you viewers at home. Hope you're enjoying this game. The Badgers lead at 35-7, 10:05 left in this 4th quarter. It looks like Eastern Arizona wants to put together a drive right now as they trail by a few touchdowns. 3rd down and 9 to go. We are going to take a break ourselves, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Maybe I can find some water. My throat is really starting to hurt because I'm sick. We'll be right after the break. Welcome back to Badger Stadium. This is Snow TV, the locally ran and ran by students and the only station at Snow TV. We got our wonderful Adric running the show today here for us. He's done a great job. So, Jeff Britton, Matt Pellegrini, that's Dixon in the gun, and he's going to get sacked. Great defensive play by the Badgers. More than 4 people. I don't even know where the offensive line was on that one. The Badgers were there in the backfield to cause some havoc.
It's just like they stood up and didn't block. They just decided not to play football anymore.
Great blitz draw up by Britt Mon. Out of the timeout. It'll be 4th down and a mile to go. the Gila Monsters are going to be forced to punt.
This is going to give Snow great field position for their drive here in the fourth quarter with about 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. We'll see what they can do.
I don't want to talk too early and jinx it, but it looks like the Snow Badgers are going to seal the deal with this drive. Great punt by the Gila Monsters. Fair catch called for and fumbled, but recovered once again by the Badgers. That would have been a costly turnover, but being a heads-up play, that was number 23, Gage Ferguson, able to corral the ball and not let the Gila Monsters sneak back into this game. So the Badgers will start from their own 15 and try to put a good drive together. 9:17 left in this game. So, next week, the Badgers are on the road against Pima. What do you think? Badgers going to win it?
Next week?
Yep.
I think the Badgers will win easily. I think that this week they're going to focus really on the fundamentals. Their team, what I've seen out of Snow today is that their team is truly amazing. They play very well on the offense and defensive side of the ball.
Whoa.
They run hard, for example, that play right there. They're a great passing team. The only thing that they need to focus on right now, I think, is the fundamentals and getting through the game. Because if they can do that, I think that it will be easy for them to win out this the rest of their games and then to get home field advantage for the playoffs.
Yeah, that was Louis Hamilton straight away. Just turned in his feet as you were talking, Matt, picking up about 8 yards. 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 to go. Caressa with Hamilton in the pistol. Split receivers, 2 and 2 on both sides. Caressa gives the handoff to Hamilton right up the middle. He's got running room. He's got blocks, and he's got moves. Late flag coming in, probably going to be on the offense. Another flag coming in. A lot of flags flying in there. It's going to be a first down, depending on the flag. I probably dare say it was a holding, but we'll see what the ref has to call. So as you were talking, it looks like the Badgers are going to get back to the fundamentals this weekend, this whole week in practice, and then they'll be on the road, leaving Thursday night, late night, and then they'll play Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening would be my guess because it gets so hot in Arizona. If they win that game, they'll be in the running for that first place in the division
Holding offense
and the conference.
83. That penalty will be declined. Holding offense number 74. That penalty will be accepted from the previous spot. Receive 2nd down.
Okay, so on that play, we got 2 holding penalties. The first one, they called it on Connor McGuire, who he was farther upfield, so they wouldn't have lost as many yards. And the other one was on number 74, Garrett Boyles. So they called that one because he was on the line, so they lost more yards on that one.
You know, next week against Pima Community College, it's going to be a pretty easy game, I would reckon. They're 1-5 right now in the conference. It's really this week just working on all these penalties. I mean, I don't think that this team's ever got this many penalties.
Another penalty gets thrown in there, as Matt mentioned. Hamilton was on the run for about a pickup of 3. Wow. I thought the Badgers were just going to be able to run the clock out, maybe even score another touchdown. So, as Matt was mentioning, Pima's 1-5 right now. But if I'm the Badgers, I would not overlook this team. This team could come in and win. Anybody can win any week. So the Badgers better buckle down to pick up a win on the road next week.
Holding offense number 33. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
So they decline the penalty, and they're going to play at 3rd down. Maybe they don't want to give the Badgers as many shots downfield, or they don't want to give the Badgers more time. Now they're going to have to run it on 3rd down, and they won't get another play to kill the clock, would be my guess. So, Caressa in with Milburn. Milburn in the pistol. 2 wide receivers. Milburn moves up. He's in the gun. Caressa steps up in the pocket, has plenty of time, puts it over the top. Just led his receiver a little too much on that play and overthrows him. So I believe that's why the Gila Monsters declined that, because they'd really have another shot at it if they would have declined. But now it's 4th down, and Thomas Jewell is going to be forced to come out here and and punt the ball in, the Gila Monsters are going to get great field position.
That's true. Talking about the penalties in the game today, Snow College came into the game averaging 4.2 penalties per game. And today that's doubled, if not tripled, which is very surprising for them.
Oh, wow. Almost blocked by the Gila Monsters. Not a great punt by Thomas Jewell. And I'll tell you this much. The Gila Monsters are going to have great field position. They're going to be starting from the Badger 47.
So we'll see here what the defense can do. It's kind of getting to the point where the game is getting kind of sloppy because Snow College is up by so many points. They're kind of just doing exactly what you said today. You hoped they wouldn't. It's just like going easy and not converting on the things. And so we'll see if the Eastern Arizona College can take advantage of that right now and score a touchdown.
Okay. Dixon under center once again. First down and 10 from the Gila Monster from their own 47-yard line. It's the give right up the middle. That play is really starting to work for the Gila Monsters. That's number 5, Silas Jefferson, once again picking up another 6 yards on the play. Second down and 4 for the Gila Monsters. Kind of having a sense of urgency now that there's 7:21 left in the game. Dixon doesn't give it. He runs the option. Great pitch to number 3. Could have gone a while, but great defense there by the Badgers to force him out of bounds. That was number 26 on the play, making the force out, Javen Walker.
See, why couldn't Eastern Arizona College play like this all game? It's a shame. They now late in the game when it's too late to come back and win the game. They start to get things rolling, and that Snow College is kind of letting up a little bit.
Looks like the Badgers put in the second string defense is what it looked like to me. It switched out the whole defense. Dixon under the gun. Dixon gives it. Great defensive effort by the Badgers right there. Number 3 making a play, filling the hole. That's Walter Reyes Kawawa. Pretty intense name there.
And I'll tell you what, I think it's a great idea putting in the second string defense at this late with 6 minutes left in the game almost. We're up by 28 points just to give them practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Especially in the position that they're in, the Gila Monsters.
It doesn't matter if Eastern Arizona College scores.
Right. Still plenty of time for the Gila Monsters to get a touchdown, but they're definitely not going to come back down this much with 6 minutes left because they've only been able to score 7 points in a total of about 45 minutes or more, so I don't know how they'd be able to do that so quick.
Nope.
Looks like the Badgers will win this game, but we'll see what the Gila Monsters can do, whether they make it a 14-35 or if it stays at 7. Looks like Badgers bring the heat, and they do, and a missed tackle by the Badger defense. And that's number 2 for the Gila Monsters, Tim Cook. He's able to pick up the first down. That's a first down for the Gila Monsters. They're marching down the field right now with that great field position that they started with.
It'd be a great time for a play action pass right now.
Let's help out our defense.
I think.
A little bit of noise for them here.
But it looks like they're lining up into a closed formation. I think there will obviously be a run.
Great option play by the Gila Monsters. Missed coverage, missed assignments by the Badgers. Dixon's able to get running with his running back, number 11, Mike Sparrow, and they're able to pick up a big chunk of yardage and their first down and goal from the 3-yard line. Looks like the second string defense for the Badgers is not staying strong right now.
I think this will be an easy walk-in touchdown for the Gila Monsters. And then hopefully the Snow Badgers can run the clock out on their last drive.
Could easily be the case. Dixon under center gives it off to number 5, and the Badger defense, Honey Badger don't care. They're playing some serious defense right now, playing aggressive. That was number 5, Jefferson, running through the hole. and not getting any kind of yardage, maybe even lost a yard.
Yeah, great defense by the Snow Badgers. You know, they've been marching. Eastern Arizona College marched down the field, got down to the 4-yard line, and now they're trying to stop them before letting them into the end zone.
The Badger defense really is living up to that Badger name. They're playing stiff today, only allowing 7 points. And look at that. That looks like a touchdown for the Gila Monsters. That's Jefferson barely getting in there at the end, putting his head down behind his lineman, pushing through for a touchdown. So we'll see what the Gila Monsters do now. Looks like they're bringing out the extra point team to kick another point, but the referees are having some type of conversation.
I think that number 52 on Eastern Arizona College is having having some words with a defensive player.
So the Gila Monster number 17, Nathan Prepoint is on to kick the extra point. That kick is high snap. Wow! That was a high snap. Great job by the setter, or the holder I should say, to get it down, set it, and get the extra point up and in. So the Gila Monsters score that one, 14 points. The Badgers lead it 35-14 here at Snow College. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few moments. Back, Badger Stadium. This is Snow TV. I'm Jeff Britton, joined by Matt Pellegrini. Hope you guys are enjoying this game. The Badgers lead at 35-14, as you can see in your screen. Looks like the Gila Monsters are going to come out into an onside kick. The Badgers didn't even care. They were like, we have a good point lead. We're just going to come out in the offensive hands team out there for the Badgers. We'll see what the Gila Monsters end up doing. It looks like they do just that. A little squib kick into the no man's zone. Looks like it's fielded and jumped on. Great play by the Badgers there, being on top of things, being very smart about things, and clearly just jumping on the ball. They're up 3 touchdowns with 4:31 left. Matt, what are the Badgers going to do?
I think they're going to run the clock out. The game's clearly over, I think. But I think that they will put in their second string offense as they did their defense, just to get them a little playing time, get them used to the game flow.
They do just that. Thomas Jewell stepping on the field for the first time in the quarterback position today, as you know, is the punter. So brings on a whole new
Maybe they'll punt the ball.
Probably not, Matt. We'll see what happens. New center, new everyone, second string. Oh, not going well there. Number 5 for the Badgers, Myleek Swaller, did not make a block, and so that play went for a loss of about 5. So Thomas Jewell, first pass of the day, goes complete, but for a gain of -5. See what the Badgers do here.
And I guess I was wrong with the whole running thing.
Well, I guess a screenplay like that works as a run too, because the clock's still moving.
That is true.
But we'll see what they do here. And they do give it off right up the middle. Good run. Good, solid run for a pick of about 5. Gets probably back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd down and 10 for the Badgers. 3:41 left. Let's see what the Badgers do here. My guess would be that they would put it on the ground one more time to run some more clock off. if I was Thomas Jewell, I would watch that play clock until it was under 5 seconds before I snap the ball, and they will do just that. The O-line hasn't even set themselves. And now they're starting to get set with 15 seconds left on the play clock. Thomas Jewell, quarterback keeper Jewell, finding time, finding space. Thomas Jewell! He might go all the way. He's at the 40! And he gets tackled.
That was an amazing run by Thomas Jewell. Nearly 30 to 40-yard run.
Great play by Thomas Jewell, learning after his successor, Alex Caressa. It was a quarterback keeper from the start. He didn't even look downfield. He went right away, and he picked up a big yardage. I think that play might do it for the Badgers. 2:59 left in the game. Now the Badgers have a time and a new set of downs to keep running the ball.
They're taking their time. They're letting the play clock run down. There's 10 seconds left. They're going to let it run down as slow as possible. Let the game.
They're at 3 seconds, so they better get the snap off. And they don't delay a game.
They had 12 people on the field for Eastern Arizona College.
Oh, was it?
Illegal substitution.
What
Defense.
a bad play for Eastern Arizona right there. I want you to know the play clock was at 0 right before they threw that flag. So instead of it being 1st down and 15, it's 1st down and 5 for the Badgers. That's just not smart football by the Eastern Arizona Gila Monsters.
And the play clock is still running, so they wasted 30 seconds.
Exactly. So Thomas Jewell in the pistol, lined up behind him. I can't tell who it is. It looks like it's Milburn still, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it is. Thomas Jewell on the keeper once again. Thomas Jewell playing well. As we mentioned earlier, Thomas Jewell is from Pocatello, Idaho. He is a freshman. So as Caressa is leaving at the end of this year, looks like Thomas Jewell will be a great one for the Badgers next year.
I think that he'll be able to, especially just seeing him run that last run, they'll be able to develop him into a great quarterback with a passing game just like Caruso has now.
There's lots of freshmen on the Snow College team that will be returning next year. High snap, but Jewell keeps it. Oh my goodness, Thomas Jewell.
It makes me wonder if these are the design plays or if this is just what he's doing.
I don't know, but I think he's probably got more
But it's
rushing.
working. Just go. Just do this.
Just do this. I think he's got more rushing yards than Caressa.
No, yes.
So, slowing it really down right now. The Badgers in their second string offense huddling up. Usually you don't see that from the Badgers. Thomas Jewell in the pistol.
About 1 minute left. I think that the game is over now. This will be the last drive. No one else will score.
Probably be another quarterback keeper or hand the ball straight off.
Yep.
And it is exactly that. Thomas Jewell just staying alive for a few seconds and then just getting clustered by a bunch of Eastern Arizona players. And then the good old famous hey, goodbye. The Badger crowd is giving to those Eastern Arizona. And it looks like the actual football team number 90 is celebrating too. He's just waving it away. Mark Atta. So 16 seconds left on the game.
I think they'll just let the time.
9 seconds left on the play clock, so they got to run one more play. And this game will finish with a Badger win. Thomas Jewell, handoff to number 30. Picks up big yards! He wanted a touchdown! Oh, and he's looking down that defensive player. He wanted a touchdown. That was
flags on the play.
James
They ended the game with flags on the play.
So, Moores ran over number 12 and it was looking him down. But there's a flag on the play, so we'll see if they decline that. If they play that, what's going to have to happen?
Great game by the Snow College Badgers. And a great game played by Eastern Arizona College as well. Even though they didn't win, they were able to put up 14 points on the Badgers, and that's a great accomplishment, seeing as Snow College is ranked 7th in the nation.
So they pulled up the flag, and that is the end of the game. As Matt just mentioned it, the Badgers pick up the win. So, one step closer to first place in the division and getting home field advantage. We're pretty excited about that one. So the Badgers win it with a score of 35-14. So the Badgers will be on the road next week to Tucson, Arizona.
Yes, against Pima Community College. That game is at 1 p.m. We are tied with Arizona Western College in first place now with a record of 6-1, and we'll see if Glendale, or who was the other people?
So it's Scottsdale, Arizona Western, and us are all tied for first place.
Exactly.
So we'll have to see what Scottsdale and Arizona Western do today, as they will be taking on their opponents, and if they lose, the Badgers could end up with a first place seed.
What?
But it's highly unlikely, as those teams are taking on lower ranked teams. So as we're finishing up now, we want to say a great thank you to our Snow TV staff, as Brandon Howard, Maddie Lee, Adric Reynolds, Alicia Gardner, and all of our Snow TV crew have worked so hard. Matthew, I want to thank you for coming on with me today.
Yes.
And being with me as we talk about Badger football. Next week we will be on the road, so you won't be able to watch it here on Watch It Snow College, but you will be able to watch it on local TV, local10.tv, streaming with KTMI. So it should be a great one. So if you want to watch it next week, that's where you can find it, and that's where you can find it every week when we're on the road. And when we're here at home, you can watch it local 10, the local channel 10, and you can also find it here on Watch It Snow TV, Snow College on YouTube. So this is Jeff Britton, Matt Pellegrini signing off. Have a great afternoon. Go Badgers.